Today, fearing he might be the jerk on the 194 Playhouse, we have Playhouse family member Ryan. And when you have a relationship, you never want to make the other person feel like you're not interested in them or not serious. I'd say that's an important thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to make the other person feel wanted, loved, appreciated.
Now, Ryan maybe accidentally sent that message, but was he totally in his right in how he's handling this? Why might you be the jerk, sir?
Look, I don't know if I'm a jerk, but yeah, with my girl. So, like when you go to the doctor, I just had a new doctor appointment with filling out the paperwork, and they want you to put an emergency contact. Well, I just did that, and my girlfriend found out that I didn't list her as the emergency contact. I had my good buddy that I've known forever that I listed to be the person they call in case of emergency, and she's really upset about it.
Obviously, she thought she should be that person.
Yeah.
Does it not just seem serious enough for that, or?
Yeah, I mean, that's really, that's not it. We are pretty serious, but it's just, and to be honest, she doesn't really handle stressful situations like that very well. And I'm just my bro's my bro. Not my brother, but he's just my friend he's been my buddy for a long time. That's just who I would want somebody to call.
All right. And I don't know if you mentioned this or if I just remember this from the pre-interview, but it was about a year and a half. I think you said you guys were together. So do you think a year and a half is soon enough that she should be the emergency contact or no?
100%.
Really?
If this were between me and my wonderful fiance, Steven.
Second week you knew each other, you'd be ticked off.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why I'm thinking a year and a half in, I think, are already engaged at this point. How am I not his emergency contact? And if he chose his best friend over me, you think that person is going to take care of you better than I am?
So I think what it really is it's a sign for her that this might not be, you don't know this is forever, and you don't want to create, because a friend's going to be a friend for the many, many years to come. She might not be around for years to come. And what an awkward thing to get a phone call. It's like, Sanford, what's going on? And they're like, do you know insert X's name here? Yes. We dated 4 years ago.
But it's so easy to change your emergency contact. When you go to an appointment at Sanford, you have that pre-check-in, and it asks, is this your address? Is this your insurance? Are these your emergency contacts? You could switch it out easily at any time.
Can you? Because I couldn't right now if my life depended on it.
Yeah,
I'd be like, where do I go?
Sign into my chart. I'll help you with it.
I don't remember my PIN.
Well, I don't know if I can help you with that part.
Well, what good are you?
It would be one thing if he chose his mom as his emergency contact and not the girlfriend. I could understand that, and I don't think she should get mad at that. But I think it's choosing the best friend over the girlfriend.
I'm going to vote not the jerk. I think it's ridiculous for her to even have any care or concern who the emergency contact was. And what a creepo thing that you're paying that much attention when he's filling out the sheet. I guess nice that you clearly were with him or know that that's what happened, but
I think he should. Your girlfriend, he said that it's a serious thing. Why not make her? You should have two emergency contacts.
I mean, there's plenty of things I'm sure he does with you he doesn't do with his best friend.
And that's why she should be his emergency contact.
Yeah.
They probably, if they live together too.
And she doesn't didn't you say something like she doesn't handle stress well?
Yes. That doesn't matter. She's not the one performing CPR on him in an emergency.
I'll be honest, I don't think you should be Steven's emergency contact.
Why?
What? You'd
I
be
am the
freaking
mother
out.
of his child.
You would be losing your mind.
And soon to be wife.
What if somebody actually needs to do something?
I am not the medical provider. When you are the emergency contact, it's not like Sanford calls and says, hi, Steven is here. We need you to perform brain surgery.
Guess who's just tricked you? You said, as we started this conversation, well, she's going to take better care of him than the friend will. Yes, exactly. Neither of these people are the medical providers. He needs a sane person on the other end of the phone to help distribute to those that care about him that something has happened.
And then that's what you do. You call family, you go to the hospital, you're by his side.
Well, I know you'd never be my emergency contact. Is he the jerk?
Hey, I love the show. I just want to tell you I love being a
Thanks.
part of the morning fun. And yeah, I do have an answer for that guy who's in trouble with his girlfriend.
We love you more. Thank you. What are you thinking?
I think it really depends on how long he's been with his girlfriend.
About a year and a half.
A year and a half? Oh yeah, then yeah, he should be in the doghouse. And I think like his girlfriend would take better care of him than his buddy, you know?
What care is
Say
being
words
done?
right out of my mouth.
He's in the
Literally
hospital.
the care of love, being there, supporting them in the hospital, being
They
bedside.
dated a year and a half. They're not married. They don't have kids.
A year and a half, it depends on the progression of the relationship. A year and a half to someone could be nothing. A year and a half to someone else could be soulmates.
I strongly suspect that why she's hurt is not that she's not the emergency contact. I'm guessing she couldn't care less. Why she's hurt and she has a dagger in her little soul is because this is, whether it was intentional or not, a sign that he's just not as into this as she is. Otherwise, he'd have wrote her name down.
It's because when it comes to an emergency, he thinks his best friend would be better than her. That's why she's hurt.
Or girlfriends are temporary, friends are forever.
That sounds like a tattoo you're going to get.
No, well, I think my wife would be confused if I got that particular tattoo. Is he the jerk?
In my opinion, I think that she should be his emergency contact. Like your significant other who lives with you should be the person that
Did they
you
live together? I didn't
feel
even catch that.
would nurse you back to health. I get it. Maybe your buddy, if something happened, could like lift your body if, you know, you have a knee or a hip or an ankle problem. But in general, your emergency contact should be the person that has keys to your house, who you're living with, and the person who's your significant other. And if that's your friend, maybe it's time to reevaluate your relationship.
So what do you think is his next move then if he decides he agrees with your assessment?
I would say flowers and making sure that in the future she's the emergency contact. I don't think you need to buy a bracelet with an engraved thing that says, in case of emergency contact, whatever her name is, Sheila.
Why do I love that, though? Maybe it could be a tattoo. Hey, listen, we appreciate you calling. Thanks for the vote, okay?
Thank you.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
Listen to the show all the time. I'm a huge super fan.
Thank you.
And I just love everything you do. Thank you so much
Thank
for putting
you.
me on today. I love
Hey,
you guys.
I feel that we love you, too. I feel like I have to say, we put you on the radio whether you say that or not. Thank you.
But
very
I
much.
enjoy the little
No,
love
I do,
shout
too.
outs.
Yeah. That's now mandatory for every phone call we get.
Someone said not the jerk at all, but then someone else said if something happens to this man, is the best friend going to take care of him on a daily basis or will it be the girlfriend? Probably the girlfriend, so he's the a-hole.
I don't even know who my emergency contact is.
I would
mean,
assume your wife.
it could be, I guess, depending on how long ago I put it in there. It could be mom, too. I don't know. I've never looked at it.
Someone said, what are the odds he just hasn't updated his emergency contact in the last 2 years? That's the thing. He was at the doctor's and he was filling out the form and she saw him put his best friend down.
Yeah, yeah, that was. Yeah, she's probably pretty.
So it's
pretty
not like it
hurt.
was old.
I think it's interesting. Like it says something that you're paying that much attention.
How
Like staring
do
at the
you
sheet.
not? You're concerned about the love of your life.
I feel like he had that little clipboard in his hand, and he was barely wrote Ryan at the top of the sheet, and then at the bottom, she's just staring at emergency contact, just waiting as he's going through everything.
I
Who
would.
You gonna write me? Here's my phone number. You know it. You have it memorized.
Someone said a year and a half together and you don't pick her for emergencies. Heartbreaking. I mean, I get wanting your friend for logistics, but emotionally that's going to sting. I do feel like he messed up.
Was that a jerk move? Do you think?
I would say it depends if she's like my girlfriend who never picks up her phone. No, he's just trying to stay healthy for his girlfriend's sake. She's kind of got to get over that.
So we're okay with picking the reliable bestie.
Yeah, you pick a friend who's way more reliable than most of the time our girlfriends. Let's just be honest. He's good.
Okay. I would say that probably a lot of people are liking her being the emergency contact as much as I'm not sure I personally agree.
I think a lot of people are saying the girlfriend totally should have been, especially if they're living together. She's going to be the one caring for him. Someone did say, though, honestly, if it's a real emergency, you want someone who can handle panic. That's probably your buddy, not your girlfriend. She'd be freaking out. They don't think he's a jerk. Anyone is going to freak out in an emergency.
I would say we're getting some pretty strong arguments, for both, but maybe the majority of people thinking that maybe did her wrong. If you think she's going to be around for a good while, I don't know how you're feeling, or if you would switch it. Or
I mean, I love her, but does it mean that I necessarily want her to be the one called if there's, God forbid, some big emergency or something? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's your medical charts, man. So I guess whoever you think is the right person.
And he clearly picked his buddy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if this is one that just, is it going to, will she drop this? Or will the only way to end this is her being the emergency contact?
I'm sure she'll drop it at some point, but it's salt to a wound right now.
Could you just print out a little sheet that's congratulations, you're my emergency contact, and just
Is
move
it
on with your life?
fake or real?
Depends on your perspective.
No, if it's fake, do not do that.
Yeah, good luck with the whole thing, buddy, and the relationship. Maybe get a bit of a reality check here as to how serious you are even. But appreciate you being on today, okay?
Thank you, guys.